Well, I think knowing the wisdom of the Rule of Saint Benedict is very much connected with finding joy in daily life. Actually, the Rule of Saint Benedict mentions the word joy only 2 times, and there's mention of the I can't think of the word. The word rejoicing in only one other place, and in all 3 instances, there is talk about suffering and deprivation and adverse circumstances. The word joy occurs. The 2 occurrences of the word joy are in chapter 49 on Lent, which we think of as a penitential time, a time of self-denial. But it is precisely through that self-denial that we find the joy of looking forward to Easter. The discipline of Lent leads to the joy of Easter. In chapter 7, the 4th step of humility talks about dealing with unjust, adverse circumstances. And the joy comes in the opportunity to unite ourselves with Christ. It says, those who suffer such injustices, and this is a quote from St. Paul, go about rejoicing because of him who so greatly loved us. So in a paradoxical way, and this is right in the gospel, that through denying ourselves, not just out of pride of showing how much we can endure, but to deny ourselves out of love for Christ and love for other people, we come to know the joy of a deepening relationship with Christ, who suffered and died for us. We share in his own self-emptying. We share in his own sacrificial love, and that is the greatest joy. So it's not equivalent to earthly contentment or happiness, which depends on happenstance. It's the deep and abiding joy that Christ promises, is the deep and abiding joy that John the Baptist experienced. It's in, I think, chapter 3 of John's Gospel. People come to St. John the Baptist and say, look, everybody's flocking to Christ. What are you going to do about it? And Jesus says, well, I'm just the best man. He's the groom. People are going to him. That's exactly what ought to happen. And he says, he must increase, I must decrease. That is my joy, and it is complete. So the ultimate joy comes from our becoming small and Christ becoming great in us. And then we become truly the people we were meant to be. Truly great. Not great in doing what we want to, but great in surrendering our lives totally to God. And that is joy.